It's always such a privilege, Mayor Cheney, members of the council, city staff, to come and spend just a few minutes. It's equally enjoyable to come to a council meeting and enjoy sitting with Shirley Green.
And you might introduce yourself for those who may not know you, Dale.
I'm Dale
Please.
Kleinert. I'm Superintendent of Schools, Moscow School District. And some might think that I live at 650 North Cleveland, where the district office is, but I actually live at 446 Ridge Road is my home. Thank you for having me this evening. We're on the countdown. And I think this might be, and hopefully is, one of the most well-publicized events of the year. I wanted to just share a few things with you about the bond, the upcoming bond. We've got about 11 days until folks are not able to vote anymore. May 21st, 2013 is the last date to vote for the school bond. You can vote now through May 17th at the Latah County Courthouse, and we encourage everyone to get out when it's convenient. Go vote at the courthouse. It's one of the most simple things you can do. But I wanted to really thank those of you who have been involved in this project from the start. Council and Mayor Cheney, you've just been so supportive, and we want to thank you for that. But especially I want to thank Bill Belknap and Gary Riedner, who have put in hours and hours and hours on their own and with their staff from here at the city. And it's just been nothing but a joy to work with all of them and to help get this done. And so for those of you who want to continue helping, there is a website out there, supportmsdstudents.org, and we hope you go there if you still need yard signs. If you still want to help in any other way, that is the actual campaign website. But I'm here just to provide a little bit more information about the $10.8 million bond that will go before the voters on May 21st. As you can see on the slide, we have several roofs yet to repair. We have repaired several over the years, but we've got about 6 or 7 more to do in the next 3 to 4 years. Those roofs must be done whether a bond is passed or not, and so that amount is almost $1.8 million. 6 roof projects we've completed in the last 7 years, and so we've been doing what we can. However, due to declining state revenue, we're not able to complete everything that needs to be done. Boilers and water heaters, some of our boilers are quite old. Some of them cannot be repaired. For instance, the one at McDonald School is such that if it goes out, we can't repair it, and that is the only heat source in the building. It's been strongly recommended to be replaced. The one at Russell School down on the bottom right-hand corner, if you put wheels on it, you could take it down a train track. It is actually a steam engine and is actually a good boiler, and so we're able to replace the electronics on the front of it and not have to replace the entire boiler. But that project, it comes in about $500,000 and is just for necessary repair and replacement of the actual units. Plumbing and bathrooms, this has been the poster child. We had someone come up to us and say, well, why don't you clean those? Those have actually been cleaned so many times that the porcelain is gone, and what isn't gone is flaking off at this time and absolutely cannot be complained, and so that cannot be cleaned, and so that amount, $1.3 million, takes care of about 30 school restrooms around the district, all in our schools. Science room at Renovation at Moscow High School was a project that we really need to take care of. This is a typical example of one of our lab tables. The bottom pipe is a water pipe, the middle pipe is a gas pipe, and the top pipe is an electrical pipe. And we've not had that condemned yet. I do not know why, but with enough pictures, it probably will be at some point. We have a plan for the science rooms, and that is to take them from the first floor of the old high school building and move them down to the 3rd Street Annex, where there's only 1 floor, so vent pipes can actually go out right through the roof instead of having to go up through 2 floors worth of other classrooms. And so the cost of that came in at what we believe is very, very frugal, and that includes renovating the old science rooms into regular classrooms. Electrical technology and security, this is a big one throughout the entire state of Idaho. Wireless capacity is very important. This will saturate the entire school district, all of the school buildings, including all the electrical that needs to go along to help maintain all of the technology that has to happen. And then the bottom line at $425,000 classroom tech infrastructure includes 21st century classrooms throughout the district. The district-wide security will include cameras inside and outside of every building throughout the district, along with other security systems. Fieldhouse, Bearfield, and the courts, this project is one that is very, very necessary. There are some Title IX and failing structural conditions throughout the building, and we plan to add about 20 feet to the north end of the field house. That will include down at the field level 2 locker rooms that can be used for all of our outside sports. At court level, 2 more locker rooms, including a training room and other physical education facilities for daytime PE. And then up on the top floor, the very, very top drawing that you see, the conceptual plan would include new weight room and then mats for wrestling. This is a very economical project, one that is necessary and one that will really help everything at the field house level. The play fields, this is the one we're so grateful to the city deciding that it was important to match our amount with Hamilton funds, non-taxpayer dollars. It's important to note that this conceptual design would be detailed following the passage of the bond. You'll see down on the lower left corner, you'll see the outline of a school. And that could happen well into the future. And with the playfields in place, according to the 5-phase plan that was designed back in 1991, is coming close to a reality. And then some years down the road, when a school is planted there, all of the design, playgrounds and everything would be in place and only displace one grassy area that could be used for a soccer field. That's very, very exciting, and we're very thankful, all of the kids in the community, very thankful to the city of Moscow for those Hamilton funds. It's very, very exciting. Another smaller part of the project, asphalt, sidewalks throughout the district, upgrades and replacements coming in at about $166,000. You can see some people have talked about, why haven't you kept this stuff up? Over the last 8 years, we've spent almost $2 million on repairs, replacements, roof replacements, carpet replacements, boiler replacements throughout the district. It's catching up with us. Our infrastructure is wearing out. And so that particular slide shows that we've really done a lot to try to maintain the district's buildings and have not neglected them. So the total project cost, you can see at $10.8 million, includes all of the slides that I've just gone through, outlining each part of the various project. And then this next slide, this is one that one of our parents made for us, really breaks out how the project is for energy and efficiency, safety and security, facility improvements, and then 14% from the district for Joseph Street playfields, and then that little extra piece of the pie there from the Hamilton funds up to 1.5 matched to complete the project. So what's gone on with taxes in the past few years? Back in 2003, per 100,000, the average the taxpayer was paying $1,182.32 per 100,000 market value. That came down as a previous bond was paid off in 2007 to $554.10. We increased the supplemental levy due to the support of a very generous community, and then as property value increased, the tax rate came down to a low of about $598, and then up again with the last supplemental to $728. And then when this passes, taxes will go up to $808. It's about $54 per 100,000. So what does that mean to a taxpayer? This is an average market value home in Moscow in the city limits. The market value you can see up on the kind of up on the top right, total MV, it says $218,478. That's the average market value for a home in Moscow. Take away the homeowner's exemption right below that at $83,000, and then the net market value is $134,504. Go down to the bottom, $134,504 times the levy rate for this bond, 00054, equals $72.63, which would be the total tax increase per year for the average homeowner in Moscow, which is around $6 per month. And so I told Mayor Cheney that I wouldn't do the 35-minute presentation tonight. That one's tomorrow night at 6:30 at the Moscow Middle School Multipurpose Room. You're welcome to come out there and ask questions. I'd certainly stand for some questions now, but voting on May 21st or before. If you need more information, tons of pictures, tons of information at supportstudents.org. Thank you.
Good job. Take a breath there, Dale. You have a future like as an auctioneer, I think. All right. Council members, any questions for the superintendent? Walter?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I'd like to reiterate something that the superintendent said 2 or 3 times in his presentation, but a question that I had raised this past weekend. The city's $1.5 million is coming from Hamilton funds. What that means is that's from donated funds the city received years ago, so there's no tax money involved in the city's 1.5. Some people feel that they're not only being charged for a tax increase because of the school portion of the work, but because of the city's portion, and that is not true. The city's money is donated funds. We were very glad to be able to do it, and I appreciate the comments that Dale just made about them. Thank you.
Other comments or questions?
I just think it's a heck of a bargain, that's all I can say, to get all that for $72 a year. I mean, that's not even a latte a day.
Councilor Scott, there is no frill in this bond.
I know that.
It is all absolutely necessary, needed to keep our buildings open. This is good business for Moscow in so many ways, for our kids, for our community, and for our business. Thank you.
Thank you, Dale. And you said they should go to msd.org if they want to learn more or to ask for a sign or
MSD281.org is great.
MSD281.org.
This support MSDstudents.org is actually the campaign site for people to get involved who want to get their yard signs. There are still a few left, I understand. My job is to give the facts, and it's the campaign group's job to get this thing passed. And it's almost overwhelming to see the support of community members helping with this, and it's even more important for everyone to vote. This requires a supermajority. 67% of the voters must vote yes to pass this bond. Idaho is one of 2 states in the union that requires a supermajority to pass a school facilities measure. Idaho and Kentucky are the only 2 states. And so it's difficult, but I know this community can do it. Thanks.
Thank you, Dale.
Thank you.